My pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. Let us contemplate on the second theme of Bhagavad Gita chapter 4, Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Second theme of this chapter is prescribed actions. How to perform prescribed actions. What is a prescribed action? When we say we have to perform actions in the true sense of a karma yoga, what is a prescribed action? Bhagavan says that he has created 4 categories of beings based on guna karma. Guna means nature, karma means action. Guna means your inborn nature. I would say in modern language it's more of an aptitude. Karma means your profession. Guna and karma. These 4 categories of beings are Brahmana-Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Okay, this has nothing to do with your caste system. Okay, these are natural classification of living beings. Every society needs thinkers. Okay, thinkers set the direction for the society. Thinkers, scientists, those who use their head more. So this category I would call as thinkers. Bhagavad Gita calls them as Brahmanas. Then there is a ruling class which involves all the administrators, okay, elected representatives or kings. This is called Kshatriyas. Vaishyas are the businessmen who power the society through business transactions. Businessmen. Shudras are the working class. So these are the 4 categories, and this is true in any society. This should not be confused with a caste system which came into India later point of time. A general categorization of different types of people. Now everybody has an aptitude and a profession. For example, a person may be a thinker by nature, which means by his aptitude he is a thinker. But suppose he may get into a role of a warrior. Okay, he's a misfit. Alright. So each person aptitude and profession has to match. So this system is called Varna Dharma. You need to live as per your inborn urge. Don't get into something where you are not able to perform well. Your aptitude should match with your profession. So this was the essence of the creation of the 4 categories of people. Right? And each category of people, each of these categories have certain responsibility. Brahmana or thinking class, they have a responsibility for setting the direction for the society. It may be scientific discoveries, it may be teaching of Vedas. All those things come in this category. So a Brahmana has to serve the society, okay, by his inborn urge, aptitude, do acts which are beneficial to the society. A Brahmana will evolve by doing service, by teaching Vedas, by providing scientific knowledge to the society in a selfless way, in an attitude of karma yoga. Kshinanam trayati kshatriyaha. One who protects the weak is called kshatriya. The responsibility of the ruling class is to protect the weak, uphold the dharma. A kshatriya has to fight against injustice. So this is the dharma. When kshatriya performs his dharma according to his inborn nature, he will evolve. Whereas a Vaishya is a businessman, he has to create wealth by business transactions. A part of the wealth he has to use it for charity, so that people who don't have money can get benefited. So this is the dharma of a Vaishya. And he should do his business in a dharmic way. So by doing this, Vaishya will get uplifted. Shudra is a wrongly translated word many times in English language. Shujana dravayadi di Shudraha. Shudra means a working class, a person who does service, one who melts looking at the suffering of others is called Shudra. One who is insensitive to other people's suffering is not even Shudra. Shudra is somebody whose heart is so beautiful that he melts at the suffering of the people and he rushes for serving and helping. That's called Shudra. So don't think that these categories are exclusive. Everybody has to be, by inborn nature, has to be Shudra. Everybody has to learn how to do service. A Brahmana has to do service. That's why it's called Janma Jayate Shudra. Everybody has to be born as Shudra. In the sense, we need to learn how to do service. That's basic nature. Okay. Then because of your inborn ability, you will attain some other qualities. This was the teaching of Sri Krishna. Then Sri Krishna says, he only created this. Then he says, even though I have created this system, means I have performed this action, there is no karma phala for me. I am a non-doer. How is that possible? For that I will tell a story. During Mahabharata war, there was, in the final stage of Mahabharata war, Ashwathama releases a weapon called Brahmastra. The intention is to kill the child in the womb of Arjuna's wife. Sri Krishna protects the child in the womb of the mother Uttara. But the child is still dies because of the shock. It's stillborn. And the child's name is Parikshit. Then Vyasa Maharshi comes there and sees the child. Now the what you call as the dynasty of Pandavas, there is nobody to take it forward. The last, the one child which is there is died. That has died. Then Vyasa Maharshi says, there is a way to revive the child. One who is brahmachari, if he touches the child will become alive. So brahmachari means celibate. Now the celibacy is nothing, not only due to physical, it also mental concepts. So mentally, if somebody has no desire for the opposite sex, it's also called celibate. It's very rare that somebody is celibate in that sense. There were thousands of students of Vyasa Maharshi there who are all studying in Gurukul, who are not married, but none of them had a confidence that they are celibate in that sense, brahmachari. So they are just looking on. Then Sri Krishna comes and says, what is the problem? Somebody who is a brahmachari has to touch the child for the child to become alive. Then Sri Krishna says, okay, let me touch. And he touches and the child becomes alive. Child gains the life. Everybody is shocked. How can Sri Krishna claim to be a brahmachari, celibate? He has married 16,008 women. How can he claim to be a celibate? They are very perplexed. They ask Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna says, I don't know the answer. You go and ask Durvasa Maharshi, who is living across the river in the ashram. You go and ask him. So people, out of the curiosity, rush towards Durvasa Maharshi. Durvasa Maharshi was having his lunch. He just finished his lunch and washes his hands. Then says, what do you want? They say, Sri Krishna says he is brahmachari and he touched the child and child became alive. How is it possible? Then Durvasa Maharshi says, anything is possible. If I have not eaten food, Krishna being Brahmachari also is possible. He was eating food in front of them only. What is this perplex? It is a puzzle. It is a puzzle. Sri Krishna is a Brahmachari in spite of marrying 1008 people. Durvasa Maharshi is celibate. Durvasa Maharshi has not taken food even in spite of people seeing him eating food. How is it possible? Okay. So there lies the secret of akarta, non-doership. Okay. So we have something called body, mind and intellect. The body, mind and intellect is the vehicle. The Atma, the self, is the witness. Atma is a non-doer. The body, mind and intellect is the doer. In our ignorance, we start thinking, I am the doer, which is Atma, which is never a doer. Atma is always eternally witness. Sri Krishna is always a witness. He is not a doer. So the doership belongs to the body. So the marriage, sex, everything belongs to the body. And Sri Krishna is a detached witness of that. So no karma will touch him. Durvasa Maharshi was a witness. Even though body takes food, he is just witnessing. Okay. So because Sri Krishna is a witness, Sakshi, even if he does something, he is a non-doer. Okay. The doing something is with respect to body, but with respect to the Atma, the Sakshi, there is no non-doership. Sri Krishna says, know this secret. Perform the duties prescribed to you as per your Varna. Brahmana-Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Based on your nature, you perform duties as a service. Know the secret of non-doership based on by my looking at me. Then you will also become non-doer. You will become akarta. When you become akarta, you will be free from all karmic bondages. Right? So now, knowing this and realizing this are slightly different. There was one criminal who murdered somebody. Okay? So they murdered somebody and then he was brought in front of the judge. Then the criminal says, no, I am not a doer, I am not a murderer, my body murdered. Okay, my hand murdered that person. I am not a doer. As per Bhagavad Gita, I am not doer. Then judge also has read Bhagavad Gita. He says, oh, okay, in that case, let's do one thing. Put his hand in jail for 25 years. Okay, so this is actually, please understand, this knowledge is not for doing wrong things. Okay, this knowledge is for you to become free from karma. You have to perform duties as per your Varna. Varna means Varna of the body-mind complex. You have to perform duties. So there are three types of, Krishna outlines, there are three types of activities. Karma, akarma, vikarma. Karma means everybody has a prescribed duty to do. Okay? Everybody has to do prescribed duties. Right? Depending on your ability and depending on your profession. Okay? So that prescribed duty you cannot run away from. So that's called Nitya Karma. Every day you have to do. Okay? Nitya Karma, that's Nitya Karma prescribed for every living human being is Pancha Yadna, 5 Yadnas. Deva Yadna, Pitra Yadna, Manusya Yadna, Bhuta Yadna, Rishi Yadna. I have spoken about Yadnas earlier. Naimitya Karma is some special occasions you have to do something. For example, you may have to perform the Upanayanam for his son or marriage for daughter. These are called special duties depending on the occasion. Right? And Kamya Karma is desire-oriented actions. Whatever action, whatever desire you have to fulfill that, you have to work. Right? You want to build a house, you have to earn money, you have to do work. But do all these actions in a rightful way. This is called karma. Akarma means not doing anything. Okay? Akarma means not doing anything. So not doing anything, is it, or inaction, is it really inaction? So people who are non-doers, unless they are pure, their chitta is pure, they'll keep on thinking. And thinking also is karma. Okay? karma, akarma, and vikarma. Vikarma means wrongdoings, the actions which should not be done, okay, which are harmful to others, which are harmful to yours. So this, understand this, karma, akarma, vikarma, and be free from bondage of karma. Do your prescribed duties, but be with the understanding that you are non-doer. Then who is the doer? Who is performing the action? The performance of action is happening through the body, mind and intellect complex. Body, mind, intellect complex is the vehicle. So that vehicle operates based on the nature. If it's Rajoguna, it will be active. Sattoguna, it will be silent. Tamoguna, it will be lazy. So the body, mind and intellect complex operates based on the Prakriti, nature. You are not the doer, you are the Sakshi. Realize that and be free from karmic bondage. This is the message of Krishna in the second aspect of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4. Let us realize the true nature of the self, which is witness, which is non-doership. May this body, mind and intellect vehicle be the vehicle of divine. May all actions be divine in nature. Actions for Loka Kalyana happen to this body mind complex.